Hey friends, here are the Chinese handballs. Now I've done a couple videos already on these, but I'm going to show it again. These are the ones that you usually find the most readily available in Chinatown. So you go to your Chinatown and you learn how to do the basics in one direction and the basics in the other. Notice that whether you're using that size or if you're using ones that are substantially larger, these are the biggest ones I have, or reverse direction, or if you're using ones that are just a little tiny bit different in size to each other, it all turns out the same way. Now here is a more significant difference in size. So you see that just gives you yet another variation. Of course, this is the easiest direction to go, and this one is more challenging. If we go to an even smaller set, or even smaller, so you see that I'm using thumb and fingers. You only have the palm involved if you have larger balls. Now these stainless steel ones are heftier, but it doesn't mean that they're any better. Weight is not the real question in the Chinese hand therapy. And here's even smaller stainless steel balls, and you can go the other way as well. So you want to use your fingers, not trying to roll them around with your wrist. So let's go back to the larger ones then. We'll take one large one and one significant smaller one. And you can see that regardless, the basic way of doing it in either direction remains the same. All right. Now, let's take a look at the easiest direction. The easiest direction is if I'm pushing with my thumb across my palm. Most people find that to be the easiest direction to learn at first. Now, the second direction, I'm going to use my thumb to pull it out of the way using my two little fingers to push the ball up. One of the keys to remember is you want to use all 5 fingers. Forefinger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, and of course the thumb. And do not let the thumb start going way out. Keep the thumb involved with the balls the entire time. All right, so if we go to an even smaller, look at the difference in size, right? But you'll find that it still works basically the same way. It's a little bit more challenging, but it's still the same basic requirements with slight variations. We can also take a look at smaller size but heavier weight. So this is a little heavier, but this is much closer to it than the other ball was. And again, it really doesn't matter. The techniques are the same. All right, so if we come back to slightly uneven balls, just to let you take a look at a darker version. Thumb captures, pulls it across, 2 little fingers, push up. Thumb pulls, smaller fingers push up. This is the direction that most people find more challenging. And if we reverse that, thumb pushes across, forefinger and middle finger push up. Now in this larger size, it's just the forefinger that pushes up. But once again, you see that This is not primarily a palm question. It's primarily digital dexterity. So both directions. Now, keep in mind also that you can do more than just one hand at a time. You can do both hands, and you can do both hands in the other direction. Also keep in mind, while this is more advanced, if you drop a ball out of the equation, you can take one finger and just begin to work to familiarize each individual finger with the ball. Then the thumb, you can practice moving across like so. You can do two fingers. You can do the same thing with smaller ball. And each one of these will give you a slightly different challenge. So if you only have one set of the hand therapy balls, use that one set. But if you have several, that's what you want to do, is practice with a variety of weights and diameters. So remember, always make this fun. Don't make it a big challenge. One step at a time. Celebrate the days of early beginnings if you're just starting off with it. And remember that consistent persistence is what makes for better practice. Make it a great day.